Hey, what's up guys, it's Unleashed here today, and in today's video, we have some quite disappointing news in regards to Sonic and Sega. For flip's sake, man. I thought we were going to be done with the disappointing news in regards to Sonic after Frontiers, but yeah, apparently not. So yeah, you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title, you know what's about to come, so let's just start talking about it. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's take a look at the news at hand. Onto Twitter. We Sonic Rush. So here we have a tweet from SLN Broadcasting. Sonic Mania 2 was cancelled by Sega due to many reasons, including a payment dispute. While it was in development, they asked for a better contract. Sega said no, and didn't value the Mania team at all. Sonic Team Sonic 5, using the retro engine, is the successor to it. So yeah, if you didn't already know, apparently for this same person or whatever, actually went ahead and leaked a Sonic 5 or whatever, like mentioned it again. So yeah, we have Zippo, Soar City, and yeah, there's a whole bunch of people just mentioning this Sonic 5, so yeah, the modern 2D game is definitely happening at some point. Might make a video on it, I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna happen. Like, I'm calling it right now, it's gonna happen. You all doubted Zippo before, but yeah, I've been by his side this entire time. While Zippo has talked about this previously, we have a different source that we cannot disclose at this time. We just need to specify, you will never see Sonic Mania 2. So yeah, Zippo did talk about this way back in 2021 about apparently Sega doing the developers of Mania wrong, and yeah, ended up getting Sonic Mania 2 cancelled. And just for a little recap, I guess we'll go ahead and read a bit of Zippo's blog post about the Sonic Mania 2 being cancelled, obviously from 2021. We won't read all of it because it is quite a long blog post, but yeah, we'll read a couple snippets here and there. It's no secret that Sonic Mania was and remains one of Sega's most important, and happens to be one of their most critically acclaimed games ever. It's got a 91 plus on Metacritic, and I just wondered to myself, why? Why didn't they follow up on this? These very thoughts have kept me up many a night now. It was announced by a majority of Mania's developers, Evening Star, just a few weeks ago that they were developing a new IP featuring a mascot in a 3D platformer. So if you didn't already know, I think after Mania released, a lot of the developers from that game band together to create a new development team, which is obviously right here, Evening Star, so yeah, just thought I'd let you know that. That news, if anyone knows my taste, is extremely exciting, and whatever that team makes, I'm buying day one. But at the same time, it confirms something I knew all too well was true. Sega cancelled Sonic Mania 2 for, let's say, some extremely stupid reasons, and it's a heartbreaking fact that I just had to accept. This is a huge mistake, and it's something they're going to regret immensely. Let us break down some reasons why. Limited output. I'll just skip over a couple paragraphs to get to right here. Why then should Sonic be any different? In fact, Sonic was a series that was putting out a new 2D entry more regularly than just about any other franchise. Now they've just stopped. I've noticed this, and this is coming from someone who really isn't super big on 2D Sonic, with the exception of the classic and Rush games obviously. And there appears to be no real reason why. These 2D games have advantages over 3D ones for a few reasons. They're much cheaper to develop, sporting much shorter development times on average, with some notable exceptions. Secondly, they require less budget and less manpower. Lastly, there's less financial risk and high profits if the game is successful. Then the other reason we'll take a look at right here is letting Evening Star slip through their hands. Then again, we'll skip a couple paragraphs to get to right here. Why then? Well, the iron is hot. Knowing that there's free money on the table, would you not get this team as long as you possibly could? This team was brimming with new ideas. Why would you not further enlist them for future projects? This boggles the mind, not just from a creative standpoint, but from a business standpoint. From all accounts, they were willing and ready for more classic Sonic adventures, and obviously Sonic Origins proves that. But of course, as the story goes, the blame for all of this is going to Sega of America management, as they decided to be, let's say, extremely unreasonable, ultimately nixing the project. This was a breakup, and there's no getting around it. If you're like us, and you wanted a new 2D classic style game, you were just bleep part of luck. And it didn't have to be this way. It's a truly bleepy situation all around. And then that's it for that little recap right there. So yeah, from this news source recently, we got from SLN Broadcasting, and obviously Zippo from back in 2021, is it? Yeah. Sonic Mania 2 was cancelled, and yeah, there's no other way around it. It's been cancelled, and most likely will never come to fruition ever again. Now I know what people are going to say straight away, but Unleash is Zippo, so why should we believe him? He's not a credible source at all. Well, you know what? I think people need to put some more respect on Zippo's name, because he has got a lot of things right, and I know he's not getting everything right, but even things outside of Sonic, because Zippo's been getting things right. Like, he predicted Sonic Origins, Cyberpus, and Frontiers obviously reusing Generations assets and Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary, and even predicting that Neo Monsters Battle was going to do a song for Frontiers, and would you know it, One Way Dream exists. So for the billionth time again, Zippo has credibility. You can't just dismiss it because he just didn't get the adventure remix or something like that right. While yeah, he hasn't got everything right, I can admit that, he has got some things right, and some major things too in regards to things that are not Sonic. So in my opinion, dismissing this just because it's Zippo is pretty ignorant in my opinion. Just pretty ignorant. And if you actually just think about all the situation right here, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, this sounds like a very, very Sega thing to do. I mean, Sega having issues with money and stuff with the developers and whatnot, yeah, that's not totally out of the question, is it? I mean, the reason that Sonic Origins has a terrible Sonic 3 music is because Sega don't want to pay the rights to the original Sonic 3 music, so you have to get a replacement. And then apparently, like we talked about, I think it was last year now, apparently Sega have also lost the rights to the Havoc engine now, so they have to renew the license or whatever to port Generations and Unleashed, which is why we haven't seen a port of them games yet. But yeah, it's not totally out of the blue for Sega to have issues with developers and stuff like that with money. Like, let's be real here. I still don't think that Sega's actually changed yet. Like, I know Color's Ultimate wasn't entirely their fault, but look at Frontiers. Like, we all remember Izuka having to beg for 1 more year of development time from Sega, and they were very reluctant in doing so too, so it's clear that Sega is still after that bread. Like, if they can just get easy money, they'll do it, regardless of the consequences, and yeah, that being the reason that Mania 2 has been cancelled, yeah, I can believe that. I mean, even with Sonic Origins, we can see that Stealth had some issues with Sega too, so yeah, it really is not out of the question here. I mean, we saw it with Sonic Boom because of the CryEngine, or 6 and Secret Rings having split development because obviously Sega wants more money. Like, come on, this is to be expected at this point. And I know that some people bring up Sonic Origins saying that, well, people who worked on Mania worked on that game, right? Well, while that is true, you can definitely see that it's not the entire team. I mean, you got select people like Tyson Hess, T. Lopez, well, Lopez didn't even work on Origins either, did he? No, so yeah, forget Lopez there. But you got people like Stealth, Headcanon, but yeah, definitely not the entire Mania team. Not at all. They're off doing their own things now, making their own platformers and whatnot, and yeah, you can thank Sega for that. We could have had a Mania 2 by now probably, but yeah, surprise, surprise, Sega does something dumb. Yeah. Wow, I guess we're just going to have to count on that 2D Mono Sonic game being good to save 2D Sonic, I guess. I mean, apparently it's using the Retro engine, the same thing that's using the Sonic 1, 2, and CD remaster, and then obviously in Sonic Origins, and even Mania actually, so if they're using that, I guess there's very little chance they could mess up the physics at least, so that's something. But still, no disrespect to Sonic team here, but the Mania team just had a certain amount of just love and charm they put into the Sonic games. Like, you could just feel it in Sonic Mania, man. Like, Sonic Mania probably has the most heart in it compared to like any other Sonic game in a long time. And now they've just lost all those people again, just like the Unleashed and Generation developers moving over to Nintendo. Yeah, we're probably never going to get to see something as charming as Mania ever again. So yeah, well done Sega, hope you're proud of yourself, and yeah, I guess that's the end of the video then. So yeah, Sonic Mania 2 has been cancelled. Yeah, that's just depressing, isn't it? Yeah. All these users just waiting, asking, thinking, when's Mania 2 coming out, man? Like, the first one was so good, they just can't pass up a second one, can they? And yeah, turns out they can because Sega are idiots. This has to be one of the biggest fumbles in history, man. Like, bloody hell, man. Seriously. Like, can you just imagine what a sequel to Mania could have been like? Like, having a fully original game with all original zones would have been awesome, man. Like, you have the groundwork from the original Mania already there, and it's the same developers too, so you would have known it was going to be amazing. But yeah, Sega be Sega, right? But what do you guys think of this news? Are you surprised by this, like, at all? Are you surprised that Sega just went ahead and let Mania 2 be cancelled like that? Or not? Let me know down below. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, especially that last one. Don't forget to become Unleashed by pressing that join button down below. Remember, it's not necessary. And I'll see you all next time. Peace!